All right, and we are back. Let's, oops, make sure I transition over to the game scene here. Hate to miss out on recorded progress at this point. But here we are.
Watch out, vermin.
Burns, please. Watch out for vermin. Don't say that, Zagreus. Don't jinx us like that. Is that shiny gear or shiny urn? Shiny gear. Okay. But yeah, can't tempt bait like that, Zagreus. We really don't want to see the king of the vermin.
Fishing point there.
Okay. Don't know why, but I switched my hand to a really weird grip this time. It's too late now to move it. Just gonna have to live with our choices.
There.
And it worked out.
To go.
We got ourselves a nice little gup. Okay, and let's take a peek at our options. Okay, Athena, Aphrodite. Poseidon. Ooh. Glad I picked up Blade Rift when I did. Who do I want? Athena might have more deflect stuff. Or she has death defiant stuff, so maybe save Athena for now. Go Aphrodite, then health. And we'll see. Let's do it. Well, let's not immediately take stupid damage in every room. That'd be nice. Make sure we pick up any these little golden urn buddies. Keep shuffling through. Ooh, early poison, that's not good. Let's fix that. Really no reason for me to be taking that. And right, our wall slams are improved. Hopefully that will really start showing off here. Oh wow, none of those worked out, eh? Ow. Got my cast in there that time, but ow. What a weird fight. I hate this. This room was too small. Maybe I should have just gone and kept going in with basic attacks. Certain point, those wall slams. You know what? Maybe I'm not quite as strong as I thought we were. This is interesting. We have a lot of damage reduction, which, especially against bosses, which will help us dearly in the fight against our father at the end here. But yeah, our damage is just a little bit lackluster for this stage. Ooh. Careful of those blades. That's fine though, we can also just play a little bit more careful. Make sure we get, oh gosh, antidotes from poison. Let's head back to the antidote. Taking still way more damage than we should. That cannot be denied. Ooh. Oh, I should be using my call. That's a massive mistake. Let's just keep smashing that call. Make sure we heal up before we lose our last little bit of health to poison. Oh gosh, last little bit of health to poison at this point. Oh my gosh, I thought I got poisoned. Okay, do it. Let's just launch these out. I mean, it looks like we're gonna lose a depth defiance no matter what I do here. If not in this room, in the next set of chambers, but hey.
Olympus, I accept this message.
We can put it off even just a little bit. Can't complain too much. Okay, this pretty much doubles our attack damage increase. And will give us the weak effect. That's tempting. Neither of these two is quite as consistently good. Only when we're taking damage or there are weak enemies around. Like, oh, sorry, I should clarify. Dying Lament is really good in all these little rooms, but it's just not quite as good in the final boss fight, which is usually what I'm kind of planning for around this point. See, I could take this, but we don't have any more Aphrodite boons coming. We do have another Poseidon one that could, you know, bounce off of this. Either wave pounding or the rupture effect. Yeah. So it's between these two, I guess. Dying Lament is not very useful in the boss fight. Wave of Despair is a bit more. I'm gonna go Wave of Despair. Oh wow, I actually kind of forgot to do it just now that when I started this series, I
This can get me out of here.
kept trying to force the running joke of I never take damage. Remember those days?
Cheers, mate.
I hope not. I hope nobody watches those videos. My computer fan is horrendous. Slamming foes into areas creates a watery blast. Oh wow. So wave pounding is exactly what I asked for. So I should jump on it. The breaking wave will make these small rooms so much better. You know, I don't know how much I'll be basic attacking Hades. The man, that is, not the game itself. Yeah, I think I might be using my cast a bit more. And when I do hit him, this might be better. Trying to get some knockback effects. Let's do it. It's a little weird, but I'm into it. This will bring us up to just under 300 health. That's kind of cool. Oh, I'm poisoned. I'm definitely going through Death Defiance, so I was about to say. But hey, this is why we left Athena to the end, hey? Get those knockback effects. Come on, game. Oh, right. Part of it is the loss of slashes, I bet. I'm dealing with really large groups of enemies. We're definitely missing out on just a little bit of auxiliary splash damage. Oh, there we go, though. That's what we are hoping to see.
There it is already.
Already, indeed. That was really
Look at
quick.
all that coin.
I was almost hoping after we lost the Death Defiance, this would be...
Special treat for Cerberus. Feeling tough.
Oh, 70. That gave us way more health than I thought for some reason. Oh, because we get double on elite rooms, potentially. That 337. But yeah,
Okay, I'm good.
all I was going to say is that I was hoping to see the health fountain on the third room this time around. Because after losing the Death Defiance, we were already behind a bit, and now we just have way more health than we need. And a lot of clearing to do. But do I do these two and save that one as a maybe? I think so. Oh, I should have gone Athena first. Oops, let's not take a hand off the controller as I enter. Definitely get the poison off. Oh my gosh, more poison. I'll definitely be happy with the money as well. Buy one of the double pomegranates in the store. I do wish we could have seen a few more Blade Rift effects. One of these days, we're gonna get a run that really pops off in that regard, and we see all of them together. I'm hoping, at least. It just seems like such a fun, if a little, low maintenance. I mean, I can imagine you can get your Blade Rift strong enough to pretty much be the only thing that you ever throw out there. Alrighty. Last room? Snake stones, indeed. At least we're breaking the shields pretty quickly. Like, our burst is really solid. Just gonna do my best to stay off all pressure pads here. Not at all feel safe. Oh, I love that splash damage. It's so good.
How many more of these are there?
Let's hide in this corner. Then burst vulnerability for a second here. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And a nice chunk of change. Double check for any golden urns here.
Could check the other passageways before I go.
Gonna take a quick peek at, what are my anvils? So there's the world splitter. And we have our supernova. Either of which is incredible. Oh my gosh, do I want to take this? I might. It's kind of wacky. There are definitely a couple things that would make it real rough. Which one would I hope to lose? I'd kind of hope to lose World Splitter, I think. We don't need the base damage, we're mostly getting auxiliary damage effects. I'm gonna do it. Oh, we lost Supernova, of course. Cursed Slash does not sound good, but maybe. Hopefully it is. Cursed Slash. Ah. Yeah, we lost 60% of our health, but we have lifesteal. Huh. Our attack fires a wave that pierces foes. That's kind of cool. Oh, I don't know how we came out of that one. We're ahead or behind. But here goes. Lifesteal, eh? I'm gonna lose, like, all my depth defiance now that I don't have max health, aren't I? I'm hoping we came out of that ahead overall still. I mean, we're dealing a lot of damage. That's good. Not bad, for sure. Okay, whew. Got poisoned, but just as we finished the room. Look at that. As much as I preferred to lose our slash over losing our supernova, not too disappointed. Our special wasn't exactly our damage dealer. It was mostly an amplifier of our basic attacks anyway. Okay. Bunch of snake stones, eh? That's fine.
There's more.
Of course. There are always more, my friend. Farewell as we smash a snake shard straight into a blade trap. That's pretty bold, Dag. Also pretty badass thing. Yeah, I thought this round was over, so I didn't. Oh, pretty much was.
In the name of Hades.
But so I didn't antidote. When we deflect attacks to deal more damage. Okay. Not great, but okay. It's normally really good, I should clarify, but because our deflection is only on our special, I guess our call as well. Otherwise, we can get... If we'd gone this earlier, it would have been a definite pick. It's really good for these rooms, but not quite as good for the final fight. Same with the traps. Do you know what? Repost it is. Take a quick peek around. Oh, I wish we hadn't gone this lifesteal, lower health business. I'm gonna be so stressed for the last fight here. Okay, let's take a double. Typhoon's Fury, more slam damage, or more exposure. Typhoon's Fury, I guess. And I think I am gonna go for this final stretch here. We'll probably lose a Death Defiance, but I think we'll make at least 50 gold. Actually, that's a good little start here at least. Okay, hopefully we can do a little bit better than that room. Here we go, this is one that we're a little bit safer in. Why am I missing? I feel like my straight down slam attack also made it so that my auto aiming isn't as effective. But the auto aim game normally throws in at least. But can't complain, we're clearing through these little rooms like crazy now. Wish we'd gotten that ability just slightly earlier. There we go. Holy!
Power of Olympus.
I'm very much happy to have come through here now. Much better than I expected. Our slam damage is really good if we can get our father in a corner. I guess even a little, even if we, just for a little bit of the fight, if we get him in the kind of like the top left corner in his boss fight arena, if you can imagine that. Hopefully you'll see it in a second here. You won't have to imagine. More when we take damage, no longer quite as good because we can't afford to take as much damage. Same with that, so let's do it.
Juicy.
Yeah, even more slam that we don't really need. Oh, there was gold down there. I don't think it was enough to make a difference though, so.
Why not?
Sylvie, where's the final little bit going? Even more slam damage. No. I think Athena's 8 gets the last little bit. That is the end, eh? Well, here goes.
The monster's solitary weakness, Satyrs Axe, proved terribly effective once again.
Thanks, boy.
Cerberus destroyed his meal in 3 bites. Attaboy. At least he takes bites. I feel like my dog almost never chews any treats we give her. Gobbles them straight down.
Father.
To think Olympus has been aiding you. You must be so grateful to them for their aid, without which none of this would have been possible.
Definitely.
Yeah, about that. Father, did you let Mother go because you feared Olympus would find out? And not respond well to the circumstances if they did?
Be grateful they have not found out as yet for all your meddling. You do not know them as well as you think. Ask yourself why she left Olympus and how. Or better yet, ask her.
Hope we get the
Well, she
chance
seems
to.
quite lovely, so knowing you probably tricked her into signing a pact to come join you or something. Since you weren't allowed on Olympus, why not have Olympus come to you?
Ha! Surprisingly not distant from the truth. I took her, boy. I took her down with me. Is that what you wish to hear? Does that anger you? Come, bring forth that anger then.
From what I understand, it was definitely against her will. At least to start out. Generally, Stockholm Syndrome isn't the most stable of relationship starters.
Darkness.
so I'm definitely hoping that even with our severe lack of health, we'll have enough burst damage here to, oh my gosh, can't believe there's an absolute embarrassing. Okay, so we're about to get to first impervious stage here, I would assume. Oh, okay, there it is.
Not interested in the analysis now, Father.
Oh, we have greater call? Let's do it.
Athena cannot save you from me, boy.
She can kind of save me. Thanks for a nice long time. Allows me to get some heals off, too. Look at that. Oh gosh, don't get me wrong. I'm potentially about to lose Death Defiance, but... Gosh, definitely about to lose the Death Defiance. Almost definitely. No, not yet. Holy, don't know how. Ah, there we go. There it is. Okay. Greater call. Oh, I don't know if I should have used it. Oh, I should have saved it. We're pretty close to through this. Should protect me from all of those explosions, though. Gosh. Kind of wasted that greater call, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, and immediately piping that for certain. Oh gosh, these ones are good. This is a rough ability for me. Just because I generally will accidentally hit all those urns as I get too close. Ooh, get out of there. I am saving up for my... Oh, a greater call now. Only one more Death Defiance in the bank. Ouch. Greater call. There we go. Oh wait, just attack him. What am I doing? Oh, I should be trying to... Oh, it does look like I don't get knockback effects on him. That's a good little information. Ouch, I tried to get out of there. Come at me. Third one is that. Oh my gosh, I thought I was... Oh my gosh. What the heck?
Close call.
Not yet persuaded to go back, guys. Get out.
Oh my gosh, okay, come on. So close. I'm gonna use my calls to stop damage from hitting me in the moment instead of saving up at this point. Right there. Apparently I dodged that one. I thought I put my call off on time, but... There we go. Attaboy. We did it, Zag.
Vanquished again by my own fool kin.
With a cool looking sword to boot.
There. Well.
But hey.
Yes.
Yes.
By my father's name.
Yeah, vicious cycle. Incredible. See that being a top boon in the entire game. World splitter. So silly. I'm gonna just put all my blade riffs in here. I don't know. There are a lot of good highlights. I don't know why I do this every time. Current streak 2. New record. Is that a new record? I guess technically since getting the pact. I got 2 victories in a row. I got my like very first win, and then I won with Malphone Twin Fists after that, I believe. But that's still pretty cool. Yeah, it was the Shield of Chaos, my first one, as you can see in the clears with each weapon in the middle column, or middle section on the right. But look at that. Yeah, just the internal sphere left with 0 clears. Let me... Staging blade. About in the middle time-wise. That makes sense. Cool. Very cool. Let's see what kind of lore we get this time. Always learn some interesting stuff. We'll definitely enjoy a victory sunrise.
Mother isn't far.
Beautiful.
I'm here.
My son.
My...
I could not stand it on Olympus, Zagreus. The blustering, the posturing, my overbearing mother. None of it. I would have left the mountain voluntarily, except...
I can't remember who Persephone's mother is. I feel like it's something I should know. I've seen the Melpiad. Can't recall.
Except Father absconded with you, didn't he? Dragged you down with him into the underworld. So if Olympus were to find that out, I shudder to think of the consequences.
That fool is trying to protect me even now. It wasn't he who absconded with me, my son. And it's more complicated even than that. I was content to leave, willing to make my life within the underworld, with your father.
I still thought she didn't like him at first, and then got to a bit more of a relationship with time. Could be misremembering though.
I dare not ask who did bring you to Father then. So essentially you ran away from home to live with him. I mean no disrespect, but did you realize what you were getting yourself into?
I do not see how Olympus would be any better. They're apparently the good guys, but there are way more of them, and they're all just as vindictive and as big of assholes as their father is.
We have a tendency to be impetuous when we are younger, Zagreus. I heard all about your father before we met. Admired paintings of him. It was very awkward at first, but he had a bluntness I fancied. A sense of principle. I much preferred him to his brothers, I can tell you that.
That I can get behind. Zeus and Poseidon are interesting people. Or gods.
Then you secretly left Mount Olympus to be with the god of the dead in the underworld, and Olympus never found out. What do you suppose would happen if they did?
I think there would be war between Olympus and your father, Zagreus, if they found out. Especially now, after all this. And after all this time. They slew their parents once. If the Titans could be wiped from this world, so can we all.
Definitely. There's one thing you don't want to do is give all those Olympians a reason to work with each other. We're fortunate that they're usually scheming against each other rather than all of us who are victims.
So it makes sense. If Father, he agrees with you and thinks that leaving you in hiding here, that it's the only way he can prevent that war.
I can see how your father, shrewd but also single-minded as he was, might have followed such a line of reasoning as that. Oh, Zagreus. What have I done?
It's all worth it if you're living a better life for it.
No. What have I done? I can't.
I'm hoping everything doesn't blow up in our face and we cause everyone we
need
love
to fix this.
to get hurt. That'd be real unfortunate, Zach. It's on that bit of a soft cliffhanger that we'll be leaving off for tonight. Definitely just happy to see a win with the Stygian Blade. I didn't know if it'd ever happen. It's definitely close, especially with that final hammer upgrade being real wacky. having our health for almost no benefit because we attacked slower and almost never with our basic attacks. Real solid. But hey, luckily we had enough overpoweredness, I guess, in the rest of our wound department to make up for it. And as always, I had a whole bunch of fun. It's going to be a long time before I get sick of this game for sure. I hope people, what few people are tuning in, aren't getting too sick of watching it. But on that note, I hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. And I definitely hope to be on again throughout the week here, or definitely on next weekend. And so I'll see you next time. See you soon.